Most UGC content flops because there's no intentionality and no strategy behind the content and creative that's produced. And if your ads feel random, it might be because of your script. And here at TVG, we produce hundreds of UGC creative for our 7 to 8 figure brands, and we boiled it down to a simple framework to help you get better results through your ads. Now today I'm going to walk you through our simple 5-step framework, as well as show you 3 video examples that we've produced to walk you through exactly what this looks like with real examples. And if you stick around to the end, you will walk away knowing exactly how to improve your UGC creative in order to bring your cost per acquisition down and ultimately scale more profitable. So here's why most UGC fails. Most UGC that I review when I jump into my clients' accounts is they're kind of vague, and they basically just have a creator talking on an iPhone talking about how great their product is. What we need to do as marketers is we need to dig deeper into psychological things that will actually influence the purchase. And we do this through this very simple 5-part structure. Step number 1 is you have to have a scroll stopping hook. Now you've probably heard this before, but most people just have these really vague, generic, AI hooks. And there's multiple ways to have a hook. You can have a visual hook, you can have an audio hook, and if you combine an audio hook and a visual hook together, that will make the ad much more appealing to the viewer. So once you have the hook, now you want to introduce the problem or the villain. Now if you're in a competitive space, one great way to do this is to call out your competitors as the villain, as an issue. For example, you call big food, the problems with big food, over-processed ingredients, or non-organic, right? You can create these villains in your ads that calls out the issues with the current system or the issues with the current competitors, because it's very likely that the viewer might be actually using your competitors' products or using those villains' products, and so they'll be called out, they'll be stopping their tracks and be like, oh my gosh, I did not know this was such an issue. Ultimately, you want to challenge the status quo. This was what hooks people in and makes them hear your actual pitch as to why your product might be better. After you reveal the problem or the villain, now you present yourself as the hero, as the solution. And at this point, this is how you break down your unique selling props as to why your product is so much more superior than other products on the market. After you present your solution, then you can anticipate and crush objections. So commonly, sometimes people have a money back guarantee, or if there's commonly an issue with a product, you can say without X, Y, and Z, right? So if you have razor blades and it's annoying because you have to throw them out, or if they scratch your skin, you can say, well, our products don't do that, right? So it removes the risk, it makes your products more appealing. And then finally, you want to demonstrate and have a direct call to action. So commonly what we recommend is having a strong offer. So you want to communicate exactly what that offer is, whether you have, buy one, get one, or a free product at purchase. That way you have a sense of urgency and you tell the viewers to buy right away. Now, what I want to do now is show you 3 ad examples that our team has produced that follows this exact framework, and hopefully you can get some inspiration by this breakdown. All right, here's video number 1. This is for a jerky brand.
I'm never going back to gas station jerky after trying these.
Okay, simple hook here. Basically, the hook is I'm never going back to gas station jerky after trying these. Now you can see how we have an audio hook, right? So calling out gas station jerky, and as well as we have a visual hook. So down at the bottom, you can see that he's literally throwing away competitors' product into the trash. Okay, let's keep going.
Prime Cuts Jerky has literally redefined the meaning of good jerky. It's made with real USDA.
So now this one's only a 25-second ad, so we're flying through that framework pretty fast, right? So we introduced the villain, we had the hook, we introduced the villain, and now we're gonna break down the product, how it has USDA prime brisket. We also have these visuals, right? Every single piece of the UGC, this is another pro tip, you should have tons of cuts, tons of visuals. This makes it way more appealing than just a single video of someone talking on screen.
Prime brisket, which means it's so tender and juicy. It's also air dried and pan marinated.
Right, so here's the unique selling props, right? It won't be dry like those other jerkies. It's higher quality meat. All these things to call out why your product is better.
This isn't your mystery meat process.
This isn't your mystery meat process, right? Going back to the villain, how it might be some mystery meat, some low quality meat on that side.
From who knows where, this is real American beef. If you're ready to taste the difference and ditch that gas station junk, check it.
If you're ready to taste the difference and ditch that gas station junk as he's throwing it outside the car, right? All these B-roll clips are super important because they also communicate visually exactly what he's saying, right? Throwing the jerky outside the window, kind of dramatic, but this stuff works.
Prime Cuts right now and get a free bag.
And then right now what we structured is a super no-brainer offer where you get a free bag with the bundle pack, right? So there's a call to action to buy now. All right, let's jump to the second ad, which is a shaver.
I didn't believe it until I tried it. Bald guys know that shaving shaving is such a...
All right, so quick audio hook as well as visual. We have a split screen structure in this one as well. Really, this shaver is targeted towards bald men. So we really want to call that out. Obviously, we have a bald UGC creator in the mix here, so the customer will feel relatable and want to hear exactly what he's saying.
I didn't believe it until I tried it.
Okay, so I didn't believe it until I tried it, and then it has that little visual hook of as well as because the product is kind of interesting. You know, it sparks like, okay, what is that? That looks pretty cool. Is that from Star Wars or something? What is that?
Until I tried it. Bald guys know that shaving is such a hassle.
Bald guys know that shaving is such a hassle. So we're calling out the problem here. And if you're a bald guy and you see this ad, you're gonna be like, okay, I can totally relate. You know, he's scratching his head, and there's tons of visuals here. So let's just let this play.
It can be super frustrating, slow, messy, and I'd always end up with nicks.
I always end up with nicks. It's slow, it's messy. This is the problem. This is the villain. I hate the razor, right? He's using this little, it looks like a female razor, but this little, razor to shave his head. He's also visually, when he talks about the nicks, he acts like he's getting nicked by the razor.
Irritation or missing spots all over my head. It's the worst. And someone told me about this head shaver from Hummingbird, and honestly, I wish I had known this years ago. It's got 7 independent 360.
Okay, so now we transition into the product, the hero. It talks about the unique selling props, how it has these individual
degree
blades,
flexible blades, so
that ultimately, avoid, without cutting yourself, without all that bad stuff.
To every contour. Plus, the tech gives you way more coverage than a regular razor. And swapping blades, super simple. All you have to do is snap them on with a quick swap magnetic system. It's literally that easy.
Boom, making it so easy. This is so much easier than what I've tried before. It's quick, has a magnetic system, right? So easy to use.
Waterproof, so I just...
Boom, another unique selling prop. It's waterproof, so you can do it outside the shower. You can do it in the shower.
Take it right into the shower. The grip is solid, the battery lasts way longer than anything I ever used, and it charges with a USB-C.
Boom, talking about the charging. It lasts super long, super easy to charge. You know what a USB-C charger is. This is easy.
So I don't have to worry about it dying. No nicks, no cuts, no irritation, just a smooth...
No nicks, no cuts, no irritation, right? Dream scenario, just a smooth shave with this product.
Shave every time. If you're still using those basic razors or...
Boom, again, going back to the villain, right? Those basic razors to shave your head.
Or any of that other junk, you gotta try this. Your dome will thank you for it. What are you waiting for? Get yours now.
Boom. Okay, so a little bit vague of a call to action on that. Like usually what I like to do is have a strong offer call to action, but still ends it off with the call to action there to buy the product. So this is a much longer ad, right? You can see how it follows the framework. We have the hook. We're talking about the villain. We're talking about the problems, and we present the solution. We break down all those customer rejections, and then we have that CTA. All right, let's jump into the final ad here.
I finally got my stride back with this.
Obviously, this is an older creator. And so with this, we're selling mobility products. So obviously, dream scenario, if you're an older person, you want to have your mobility, or even if you're not an older person, maybe you're struggling with something mobility wise, you finally got your stride back. So kind of a dream scenario. Okay, well, how did he get his stride back? Little audio hook as well. He's sitting in the product. So it might spark curiosity of like, okay, what the heck is this product?
I was so tired of having to deal with bad quality mobility products, tired of big bulky rollators.
Okay, here again, we're calling out the villain or the problem. He's tired of these standard products. And if you're this customer, you might have experienced these bulky rollators. And so you're like, yeah, those things kind of suck. So let me hear what he has to say.
Just made getting around so frustrating until
I really like how this creator is really getting into it. I think that's really important too. We didn't talk about that, but having a creator that's obviously your ideal customer profile, right? So you saw the jerky guy was kind of that like dad, maybe 30, 40-year-old dude that's probably buying jerky at the gas station. We have the bald guy for the bald product. Now we have this older gentleman for this product. You need to get good creators or else it just won't hit the same. And he's really passionate about this. You can tell this is like a real thing that he struggles with.
Across these rollators from Drive, instantly I could tell the quality was so much better than anything else out there, and they're super lightweight.
Okay, super important. So yeah, it's like a rollator, right? So it's a product that they're probably familiar with, but this is where I think the important things are, where the unique selling props of this. So typically rollators are super bulky. Now he's going to talk about how it's super lightweight,
which means I can fold it up with
one hand, right? Those little things matter to people, right? If you're so tired of like holding these big bulky things, you can't put it back together yourself. But look at him. It's a visual demonstration of him lifting it up. It folds in one hand, super easy. that is an objection handle, right? So people are like, oh, this looks like a pain, looks so big. Boom, objection handle. This is easy to use.
On top of that, they're customizable, fit me perfectly.
Another visual here, right? They're customizable, showing literally putting on a cup holder onto it. So super interesting if you're into that.
Fit me perfectly. I feel like I finally got my life back.
I feel like I finally got my life back, right? So we're, positioning the dream situation, dream scenario of mobility, having him walk. He looks happy now that he has this product.
And you can too. Click the link and see for yourself.
And there you go. Click the link. Again, not a strong offer on this one, but still a solid call to action at the end to ultimately go and purchase yours today.
It's time to rediscover your stride.
It's time to rediscover your stride, right? So we're always with marketing, with advertising, we're selling the end goal. We're selling that dream outcome and then positioning your product as a solution. So that's the third and final example of this strategy in motion. And hopefully you guys got some clarity onto how exactly to improve your ads, right? So just looking at this, here's the main takeaways. You want to use that 5-step framework. You want to have the hook, you want to have the villain or the problem, you want to present your solution, we want to break down objections, and we want to have a strong call to action. On top of that, we want to have strong creators, make sure your ideal customer profile is actually in those ads. And then lastly, tons of B-roll shots, right? In the edit, we should have multiple cuts every few seconds. We should have top and bottom. We should have visual hooks as well as audio hooks, right? And so this is what makes UGC impactful and drive your cost per acquisition down. Now, if you want to see an entire video on exactly our holistic framework to scaling e-commerce brands, as we specialize in holistic e-commerce growth, that video will pop up here. And if you want me to personally audit your e-commerce brand to find where you might be leaving revenue on the table and give you a 30-day profit plan, then I'll leave a link down below to book in your core audit. That is completely free, and you'll jump on a call with me to map out exactly how we can help you scale. And lastly, if you've enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe, as I'm posting e-commerce trainings every single week, and I hope to see you in the next one.